just wanted to try an experiment. I'm high. And I just wanted to see if I could rant while I'm high and see if people find that entertaining. I don't know. That's why I'm giving it a try. So let's go. It's pretty creepy. And I'm not going to talk about anything in particular. It's just really what I'm thinking at the moment. Stream of consciousness, pretty much. So, prepare to witness that. This is my cat. He's fat. His name is Rasputin. And he's pretty fucking fat. He feels bad right now because I called him fat. Twice. I can understand animals when I'm high. Only when I'm high. I can talk to them a little bit and then I can listen to what they're saying. It's pretty weird. Yeah, he's kind of depressed right now because I kept calling him fat. He doesn't like that I'm talking about it out loud. And how I'm going to be sending it to people on the internet so everybody can see how I talked about how fat he was. He's not happy. He's pretty angry right now. You're just being ignorant. You know. Alright, so I'm sure this starts out kind of weird, huh? I'm talking to a cat on video. So, it's like 50 something today on outside, and it's been like, not like that recently. It's been a lot like 2 or 4 or 30 or 12 or 20. Yeah, nothing. Like all of a sudden yesterday afternoon it was like 50 some odd degrees, and I'm like, that's impossible. that didn't happen. The winter is supposed to be around all year long apparently. So yeah, apparently it's ending. We're going towards spring. The only 2 weeks that we have of it. Because it seems like spring doesn't last long at all. It's like the second least, like least shortest. Fall is the most least shortest. It only lasts about a week and a half, and we go straight into winter. It seems like, and that lasts for like 6 months. So. Like, we do get pretty long summers. God damn it, I'm talking about fucking weather on here. That's ridiculous. That's fucking Iowa. That's Iowa people. That's all we do is talk about weather. I've never noticed that. That's all we fucking do. He thinks I'm going to annoy you. He thinks that nobody's going to care about this video. But we'll see. Maybe I'll become rich doing these videos. Maybe I'll be the next YouTube star or some shit. And you can suck on it. No fucking fancy feast for your fat ass. He doesn't even like fancy feast. Wait, I gotta feed the birds. Yeah. I feed the birds so he can watch the birds eat. You know, kind of, he likes it to look at them when they eat because they're right out there. He pretends that he can attack them, but he never can because the screen door is closed. not letting you out ever. You don't want to go out there anyway. Yeah, I need to do that. Hey, I got this book, Herbal Highs. I found it in an antique store. It's written by Mary Jane Superweed. Yeah, it's just like talking about how you can get all these like seeds and shit that you can use that are natural plants, and you can turn them into like ways to get high. It's weird. Yeah, pretty strange shit. Like, and they even talk about there's even some seeds that you can order if you want. Peyote seeds, 10 for 25 cents. That's pretty amazing. God. And I have to spend $1.75 per like for laundry, and $3.50 total, like both washer and dryer. So imagine how many peyote seeds I would get for $3.50. That's a lot. Be $350 actually. Sheesh. Or 3,000. That's a big difference, I know, but like now I can't figure it out. I lost it. I lost the answer. Forgot what it was. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about no more. Oh yeah, the seeds and the quarters. Fucking 10. Fucking, I think it is 3,000. The 3,500. This is gonna take a little bit. Yeah. So 3 is it? Say, oh, but we go by quarters, yeah. God, I was kind of getting myself confused. Yeah. I'm not good at math when I'm high. That's just not going to do. Nope. Yeah, he's just sitting there. Or laying there now. I didn't say it right. Yeah, laying there, just ignoring me, like he always does. You do ignore me. You do. You ignore me. Fucking shut up. God, I know this is personal and probably something not considered appropriate to say out loud, but I get fucking horny when I'm high. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's ridiculous. So if anybody I know sees this and then I say that, I apologize. But I do. I can't help it. I have to say it. It's like my dick gets warm. It's weird. I just feel this like warmth that almost turns into like a fire in a way. It's not like, it doesn't feel like it's burning, but it just feels so warm. kind of a little bit in pain. Yep, a little in pain. Yeah. He's laughing at me because my dick is in pain and on fire. Gold one. That's pretty fucking cool, huh? Yeah. Never really had like a special edition like controller of any kind. I have lots of fucking systems, but I've never gotten like a different type of controller really ever. Like one that's, you know, outside of what they, you know, are typically given. I just get the regular controller. You know, I've gotten one control in the past for Super Nintendo. It was blue. Yeah, it was blue, and it was supposed to like have the turbo buttons, but there weren't really buttons. There were like, there's no buttons there, just two like circles, and then it just more, it's touch motion. So you could just, you know, it goes wherever your thumb is. And so it was kind of awkward because, you know, when you're playing a video game, you've like memorized what the controller looks like, and you don't even need to look at it, so you kind of know where all your buttons are even without looking. And it's awkward when there's no buttons there and it's just touch motion. It feels like you can't feel around and figure out where the buttons are when it does that. You know, it's very awkward. But it worked pretty good. You know, occasionally I'd have some problems with, you know, I'll be playing Mario and I'll try to slide my thumb over to B, but it doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work quick enough. That happens sometimes, but not all the time. But it was still like noticeable. Yeah, it was one of those. I don't think I ever got one of those Game Shark or whatever the hell they're called, like third-person controllers. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're called, but yeah, never got any of those. I've never really gotten any kind of different kind of controller. I have a regular Nintendo NES Advantage with the thumbstick and all. It's huge. It's awkward to hold. I understand what they were trying to do. They're trying to do the, like how an arcade game has it, but it's still awkward. But yeah, I get it why they did it. Because that is a pretty cool idea. You know, people really love the arcades, or they used to, not anymore. And they used to love playing. I used to love playing at arcades. I thought they were amazing. And we only have like one or two left, I think, around here in Des Moines. With where I'm from, Des Moines, Iowa. We only have a couple around here. There's one that's like a bar and an arcade game place, which I need to go to. And another one, which I think is still around, but it's changed its name a bunch of times. It used to be called Farley's Family Fun, but it's now something else. But I think that's still around too. It used to be a go-kart, an indoor go-kart type place. It also served pizza, had a playground, and all that kind of art. And I think maybe a few arcade style games, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. I don't think we have a Dave & Buster's here. I know I've seen those on TV. I don't think we have any of those. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong though. But I remember, it seemed like everywhere had an arcade game. Like gas stations and bars and restaurants would have a couple, sometimes in the front. Grocery stores sometimes would. It's kind of rare, but they did. Yeah, it seemed like everywhere had something. And now they're all gone. Nobody carries them anymore. It's pretty lame. Like, I know people don't like to go out and play video games anymore in public, but it's kind of thing. A lot of I think what killed it is having, a lot of games that were arcade games that were put onto consoles. Like, you have the arcade version, now you have the Atari version, or whatever, or Super Nintendo version, or Sega version. And they'd always be a little bit lesser in quality compared to the arcades, but they were still pretty good, usually. Not always, though. But later on, like, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, they were pretty good on the console, so... in fact, that probably really just killed the idea of the arcade for that, because so many people were buying it at home, so... they didn't really need the arcade of it anymore. I think that's kind of what happened. Too many games that were arcade games came onto consoles, so it just gave the illusion that, well, it's in an arcade right now, but it'll be on like home consoles in a couple of years, or even less, So it's like, yeah. But yeah, I miss arcades. It was pretty cool. Something that a lot of kids today won't really get to really know about arcades. They'll have Dave and Buster's and shit like that, which I guess you could call them arcade places, but it didn't, I don't know, I've never been to one, so I can't really say. But they'll have those really nice places with like a few arcade games maybe. But all of us older guys and all of us older people remember how like grungy and shitty and like dirty arcade game places were. Because they were usually pretty dirty places. I don't know why. I don't know why they were all dirty, but they were. And it's weird. I don't know why they had to be dirty. Is that like something you have to do? Is that mandatory? Is that like this fucking law? Same with fucking bowling alleys. They're all fucking dirty too. They're just nasty ass places, but yuck. I just think about all the shoes. It's just so disgusting. And they usually have a bar at the fucking bowling alley. Like, fucking come on. You need to be fat and drunk and playing with balls. And public balls and knocking down dicks. Or things that look like dicks. Maybe with some elephantitis or something. But yeah, arcade places, bowling alleys, they're all dirty. Or that's the way they should be. I guess that's fair. They probably should be dirty. It kind of gives it some charm. They probably should be dirty, huh? I'm sorry, my nose is kind of itchy. Ugh. Yeah, my nose is itchy. It's probably because of you, you fat fuck. We were all okay, and then I insulted you, and now you're mad at me again. Yes, it is that funny. What are you going to do about it? Oh, stuffed up. feel a bit better. I'm stuffed up. Those are just nice houses out there. I mean, they're all kind of lame though at the same time because they all look the same. It's one of those kind of. I'll show you. See if I can kind of show you. Yeah. Like, they all kind of look similar. Like, they're all, the same. They're all the same color and all that type of shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they just look so unbelievably similar, but they're all nice. Like, they all look, pretty roomy, and they all usually have 2 stories. Like, the outside looks shitty, but the inside is probably pretty good. Sorry. But yeah, it's I'd like to live in one of those compared to here. I live in a small apartment. So, it's obviously much nicer to have one of those, but there's obviously better houses, better built, better looking, better probably inside. So, and those are usually the ones that are not in a neighborhood like that where they're recently built. Like, if they've been there in the past less than 10 years. Not like real good neighborhoods or good built houses, and they didn't build them all the same. They actually gave a shit, about building a new neighborhood. Yeah, we're all cheap now. Lazy. Sucks. Yeah. That was probably kind of boring. Anyway, I'm not really sure what to say right now. Sorry. Gotta feed them birds. But, yeah. I'm probably gonna go. So, just let you know. I think this is long enough. Let me know what you think if you've watched all of this. I'd like to know if you find it, at least kind of funny or something like that, or at least interesting. Let me know. It'd be kind of cool to maybe Skype with people or talk to people with them. That'd be pretty cool. You just, bounce ideas off each other and talk about weird stuff and just keep going on tangents, I don't know, I find that stuff fascinating when people are, high or whatever. I find that stream of consciousness talking, like, and just going on mental weird tangents. I find that stuff weird and fascinating, but I like it. So, yeah. You find that interesting too. Let me know. Let's talk about it. Anyway, bye.